So tonight we got another bottle sent to us from Barrell. We appreciate it. And this is a bottle I knew about before they actually announced the release. So Chuck and I have talked about this a couple times. We follow our bourbon on Reddit, and they through Take have a pick group, and he was the first one to do a pick of the double oaked Founders barrel product. It's a lot to say, but you may remember Foundation. So Barrel Foundation came out last year. It is a $40-ish bottle, $50-ish bottle, right around there, depending sales, things like that. It should be under $55. And it is their entry into a everyday sipper, 100 proof. So the first non-barrel proof product.
Yep.
That they've done. And it got really good reviews. We reviewed it. You can find the video. I'll even do it to myself, link above. I mean, we liked it. We thought it was good, right?
Yeah. Solid.
All right.
I think especially at that price point, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice way to get introduced to Barrel and to have a consistency from them that you always know what you're getting because the batches can be different. So anyway, Take has a good relationship with them. He does some cool picks. He's done some double oaked seagrass, different things like that. And he talked them into doing, or they wanted to pilot it with him, the double oaked Foundation. I bought a bottle, gave it to a Patreon member as a thank you for everything you've done, thinking that was the end of the story. Then they announced that it did so well selling that they were going to make it part of their lineup. And so here we are. They sent us a bottle. We are very grateful anytime they send us anything. And we'll let you know what we think. Again, because it's Barrel, it comes from all over. We got Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, Maryland. And it's a whole variety of stuff, which again, I'll put the picture now. They put all that information on the back, which is awesome. We love the transparency, but it's anywhere from a 5 to a 9-year product in here. So 5 being the youngest, which is why it's got the 5-year age statement on the front, but there is some older stuff in here too. So, and then finally the mash bill is 73 corn, 23 rye, and 4% barley. So we'll see how this double oaking changes the Foundation, which we did very much enjoy. So that was a lot of talking. Now to the drinky.
Did you say a secondary maturation in American oak casks?
No, I did not.
Hence the double,
Yes.
the double barrel.
So yeah, I feel like they're a little late to the double oaking game, but hey, if they do it really, really well, I'm okay.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. They had, the Mizunara, they've had the Ambarana, they had oh gosh, I'm missing the
ice wine cask. They've done rum finish. I mean, they've done.
No, but what's Vantage? There we go.
Oh yeah.
Vantage was their toasted.
Yeah, that's
foray into the toasted.
Yeah.
So this is just at the Foundation level. So the 100 proof, approachable price point, approachable proof point.
Yeah. So it should be readily available on shelves, everything like that, or their website, and they do ship. So nice light nose, little caramel, little chocolate back there.
Get a little bit of a tropical fruit note.
Yeah.
A little bit of graham cracker.
Yeah, but it is a light nose. It's more delicate. It's not going to be in your face or anything like that. Part of that's because of the 100 proof.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is what's not there. It's not punching you in the face with extra wood, young wood.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, like all those Nulu ones we have where we get just like Home Depot lumber department.
It's more subtle.
Mm-hmm. Makes me wonder if they're using older casks for their second finishing or something.
Yeah, it could be a different toast. Maybe season differently. Hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still imparts maybe a little bit. Like you definitely get a little bit of the American oak there, but it's yeah, not the punchy in the face toasted American oak.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then on the palate and the finish, you get a little bit more of that American oak coming in, but it's a pleasant toasted, truly a toasted, like a marshmallow coming through. So it's not again in your face by any means. But yeah, then I get some chocolate notes, and I do get that tropical fruit note all the way through. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit. Hopefully the
Hmm.
flavor lasts longer than juicy fruit.
It does. Spoiler.
Yeah, what surprises me about the palate, I mean, yeah, getting those fruit notes get a little bit, but honestly, the spice, like I'm getting plenty of spice in the palate.
Hmm.
Normally spice to me is something that kind of comes in late in a finish as you transition out of a palate, but this kind of like it gives you a little bit of fruit, a little bit of sweet, and then hits you with some spice, and a little bit surprising at 100 proof.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say it reminds me very much of a good baked apple pie. How you get those fruit notes, you get a little bit of doughy notes, uh, and then the spices on top of the baked apple pie are coming through big time too. So,
Yeah, definitely cinnamon graham cracker kind of lingers for me,
mhm.
along with that fruit note.
Yeah,
But being a 100 proof, it doesn't, the finish is flavorful, but doesn't, you're not getting a ton of, a lot of ethanol burn,
yeah,
more flavor. Like I said, you're
mhm.
getting some of that cinnamon spice, a little bit of pepper.
Yeah. I think this is a good one that obviously the more you get into the bourbon, you always transition to those higher proof bourbons that you really like, the barrel proof stuff and everything like this. But you still need something to open up your palate. You still need something that you can share with your friends that are new to bourbon. And occasionally you just don't want something that's just going to like utterly destroy your mouth that's still good. And I think this is going to be one of those things. I do like the double oak part of it because I think it adds more complexity to it than the original foundation had. So, of the two, I think I would just go with the double oaked. I think it really stands out and shines. But I think this is a great one that no matter where you are in your bourbon journey, it's a good one to analyze and really enjoy the flavors and just sit back, relax, and have a good drinking bourbon.
Yeah, I think it. We have to roll back their mind and look in there and see what they were intending here. But approachable bourbon at a proof and a price point. I think it's got a lot of flavor for, like you said, something to look for. Like if you're relatively new, or even if you're seasoned in bourbon, um, plenty of flavor notes there that are interesting. I think that fruit note is a bit uncommon to me in a lot of bourbon. It's not the caramely vanilla Kentucky bourbon. Um,
Yeah.
it's a little bit different there. And then as Barrel does masterfully, they blend this so well that I wouldn't, you get a little bit of that toasted, or a little bit of an extra American oak in there, but it's so well, like just blended with those other flavors that it's not dominant. It's not a singular note. And so it lets some of that whiskey shine. Um, Whereas, sometimes finishes can just be overdone. And, this isn't that case. So I think it's a very versatile bourbon. I think you could drink it neat as we are right now. I think you could put some rocks in it if that's how you want to drink it. I think you could put it in a cocktail, and I think that would be delightful. This would make a great old fashioned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I think it would be one, if you always have it on your shelf, can't go wrong.
Hmm. Agreed. So, yeah. So, once again, I think Barrel just does amazing stuff. I am glad that they're finally getting some more staples at a lower price point that everybody can just enjoy and not have to do the research to find out is batch 36 better than 35? What are all the batches? What is everything like that? They have now just some good quality staples that can sit on the shelf. And I mean, this is one that when it goes empty, I will gladly buy another bottle and enjoy it. So,
Big fans of the Barrel lineup. I mean, you talk about the things that they have on the shelf regularly. I was still finding the Mizunara finished in my store recently, and I was just like, man, I could buy. It's like I already got a backup. I don't need to buy three backup. Like, but I was almost doing it because it's like that. It's so good, and the
Yeah.
price point on these bourbons is very approachable. Obviously, this one's a little bit less than the rest of them, but yeah, whether you're finding one of their special finishes or their standard offerings, what they call their evergreen lineup, big fans.
Yep. So thank you very much, Barrel, for sending us a sample. We will always gladly review anything you send us, and tell the truth on what we think. We keep looking for something terrible and they just can't do it. They just keep doing great things, which we do very much like to see, because I think we both agree Barrel is a brand we can both support and get behind and everything. Like, yeah, Chuck's just like, look at my entire shelf.
Yes, those are three bottles deep. I'm almost have to. It's almost going to have to go up to shelf two here.
There we go. All right. With that, let us know. Have you seen the Barrel Foundation double oaked? If not, are you going to look
Double
for
barrel.
it? Or double barreled, double oaked? I don't know. It's all confusing. It's almost like I should, do research or something, learn what I say, but I wing it. And with that, cheers. We'll see you next time.
Stay neat.